Alright, now we're recording and streaming. This is crazy town. Who knew computers could do this? Alright. Yep. Alright. We're gonna continue Act 1. Last time, spoilers, Calliope got stabbed and we absorbed her eidolon, aka soul, which made us a muse god? Something? So we're gonna find out what that's about. We are not happy about all this situation. Because also the other gods are gonna kill us in 1 week if we don't find the murderer. End of the road. Inherited the legacy of the last muse.
Grace?
Oh, there's no body.
Grace!
Hi.
Hi! 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 You're kidding, right? When I came home, the door was wide open. You weren't answering your phone. Kaz and Brian are still out looking for... Grace... We thought something happened to you. Wait, did something happen to you?
When you got home, there wasn't a body here? No blood or anything?
A body? What do you mean, like a dead body?
Yeah. A woman named Calliope. She showed up and she was...
You were gone all night. Why didn't you answer your phone? I was calling and calling. This wasn't some hookup, was it? Because, you can say it's none of your business,
Ooh.
Freddy.
What?
Freddy? You might not want to turn around.
Why? Did your hookup return? Did they bring flowers? Are they preparing to serenade you?
I did warn you.
Hi there.
Who is this, Grace? Why does he have horns?
They said I wasn't supposed to tell mortals, but... So I'm not. I'm not gonna tell mortals yet.
Honestly, your guess is as good as mine.
To answer your question, my dear, you see the horns because I allow you to see the horns. That's crazy, right? As for who I am, I've been known most often as Pan. So you call me that, if you must call me anything.
Pan, of the Greek gods, Pan, right? What are you, some kind of cosplayer?
The days of idols being called gods are well behind us, I'm afraid, but I assure you, I am the real article.
He's got the
I've come to
eyes.
offer our newest idol a helping hand. Or perhaps two.
Why does everyone know
You
where I
do look
live?
lost, don't you?
Can we talk in front of Freddy?
So we can just talk about this. In front of Freddy.
Haven't you? Darling. And here I drop my glamour and everything.
It's just... I was told we're not supposed to. Talk about it, that is.
Oh,
Talk about
Freddy
what?
doesn't like it.
Grace, tell me.
The prohibition is against revealing the idols to the mortal world. She's not the mortal world, is she? She can be trusted,
Yes.
can't she?
Yes, you can.
Why do I have the feeling that I'm gonna regret not leaving with Brian and Kaz?
Oh, I can guarantee it.
Oh, man. You're not helping.
Okay, Freddy. Have a seat. Let's talk.
Let's talk. Ooh, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour.
Huh.
and
That's it?
change.
Huh?
That's it.
I guess. Do you believe in this, Grace?
Yeah.
Sure, but I had proof. I traveled through a magical door.
Which sounds extra cool.
I was a little distracted.
Well, I have a million questions, but I can ask them later. The important thing is that I am here to support my best friend.
You are the best.
What did I ever do to deserve a friend like you?
You sat next to me at lunch period, dummy.
Oh, yeah, right.
My friendship comes with all sorts of benefits, up to and including the tracking down of supernatural killers.
Such darling camaraderie. It brings a tear to my eye. It truly does.
And you're
Speaking
so
of
sus.
killers,
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You wound me, dear lady. I've come to offer advice to our newest idol, a foundling who was set adrift most cruelly.
Seems rather convenient, you showing up with advice. How did you even know I existed?
A little bird told me, if you must know. Very useful, those little birds.
he's not gonna tell you, Grace.
There's not much to tell. Among the idols, news travels swiftly. We are a tiny village of godly busybodies.
God,
I
these
heard of your
moments.
arrival, and I know how obtuse the chorus can be. So here I am. You're welcome.
So you're here purely for my sake, then? Like a charity case?
My dear sweet girl, as far as you're concerned, I am the god of charity cases.
But you're not, are you? Pan was the god of lust and mischief. Doesn't sound too charitable to
Thanks
me.
for that.
Ah,
history lesson,
yes.
buddy.
The old tales of the gods. Such antics, such fantasy. Pay them no mind.
What's in it for you?
I still don't trust you. Nobody does anything for free.
Now. Who said I was doing anything for free?
Here we go.
I have not, however, asked for anything. As of yet.
Oh my goodness. How do I know you're not the killer?
You know, you could be the killer, for all I know.
Come to mislead you, perhaps. How fiendishly clever of me. Well called, darling.
And maybe even true.
Poor Pan! To be eternally maligned and mistrusted. Alas, and alas, and alas. I doubt there's a line of idols waiting to offer you
How
advice,
much
Grace.
This charm is
But
working
whether
on
you
me.
accept mine or not is for you to decide.
Alright, what's your
Okay,
guess?
I'll bite. What's your advice? I have to admit, I don't really know where to start.
Well, I'm not normally one to run amok telling others how to live their lives. But have you considered using your powers?
My powers.
Music, art, passion. You are the last muse, and all these are now your province.
Yeah, of
When I
course.
was talking to Athena and the others, they all started singing. Does that mean that was me?
Let me guess. Music swelled as if from nowhere. Lips quivered, souls were laid bare.
Yeah, I guess.
And yeah, that was you.
Okay, but how does that help me find Calliope's murderer?
Allow me to expedite the process of understanding. Now then, close your eyes. You hear that? It's coming from you. When you sing, what emotion does it summon?
I don't know.
You open your eyes, you look into the crowd, and you feel.
Powerful.
Grace, you know that you're lost now. You've been given powers you don't understand. I'm the guy who can help you. All that you hear is at your command.
Wait.
No, it's okay, Freddy. This is all me? What do I do?
Start singing.
Now?
Why not? Time's a wasting.
Freddy, he's got me shaking. I don't know what I'm meant to do. Something in me's awakened. But this goat guy thinks I'm some great ingenue. I'm doing it now, huh?
I don't
Lost
follow.
little girl.
Are those really actual horns?
control.
And this singing is so hard hard to swallow. Can you hear me, Grace? What's going on?
So sorry you had to be here for this. I'm in the dark too as you're hearing this. Like I know that I'm in full control, cause the words and the tunes I feel here in my soul. If this is a power, I'm not overthinking it. If this was a drink, I'd be drinking it. But someone is dead and I'm losing my head. Like the goat said, this is my time, time to shine. This is my time, time to shine.
Grace, nothing makes sense here. And won't the carpet be covered in fleece? And you said someone died here. Shouldn't we then just call the police?
Sing it, Freddie, I hear you. We've only just met, now he's my new best friend. Now I'll owe him a favor. And what will he want in the end?
You're lucky I got to you. There's people out there who will come for you. I've heard that you're making so much ado. You're lost and I'm trying to help.
Freddie looks out for me, always been my friend. You're a bipedal something, what are you again?
I'm the guy who can help you along.
I'm the girl who can help sing her song, cause it's
My time, time to shine. This is my time, time to shine.
Well, go on then. Shine.
I can do whatever I want.
Well, you can't stop time, so.
Grace, I'm frightened.
It's okay, I think I got this.
I never knew I had that in me.
Who's making this happen? This isn't a game.
You don't understand.
This has all gotten out of hand.
Nothing for Grace will ever be the same.
That's it, shut up. This is a wreck. If I had four hands, I'd grab you both by the neck. This is my life and it's happening to me. If we can't work this out, it's just gonna be my time. Time to shine.
Time for you to decide.
My time. Time to shine.
He's taking us both for a ride.
My time. I could go it alone. Time to shine.
Sorry to break it to you, Pan, but I'm not abandoning my best friend.
That's your choice. Humdrum mortality.
Hey, it's
How
not
about
that
trusting
bad.
in those who love her instead of those who want to use her?
Oh my, such drama. No matter how you employ it, Grace, this is the power of a muse, drawing out that which lies within. I trust you can see how that might be useful in your investigation.
This is perfect.
I'll make them sing a song of confession.
Exactly so.
But only if they did it, right? I draw out the truth, not make them lie or do something they wouldn't.
Oh, you will be a natural at this, I can tell. A muse does not command. She evokes. She elicits. She inspires.
Look, Creepo, Grace already told you to take a hike.
So she did. Allow me to get to the point then. For all your powers, you still need a place to begin your search. And this I can provide. An address. In the city. Where Calliope was staying, I do believe.
Thank you.
Her address? Thank you, that's perfect. Thank you.
Now this I consider a favor. One I hope you'll remember in future dealings.
Yeah.
That's perfect. We can look for clues there. What this Calliope was doing, who her enemies were.
I should remind you there is an element of danger. A killer is on the loose, no?
An element of danger.
then I'll definitely need backup.
You'll be fine. After all, what's a mortal to do that you cannot?
I can speak Hindi. Okay, fine, I get it. I need to find Kaz and Brian. Just tell them you're okay. If, not the other stuff.
Then I guess I'll go check this place out on my own.
So glad that's settled. I'll let you get to it. I've drinking to resume. Ta-ta.
Drinking to resume. Ooh. Love the nail polish. Stick with your bestie. New journal entry. We'll read all this. Okay. Freddy was at the apartment when Pan arrived, so I had to tell her everything. Part of me feels bad for getting her involved, but I have to admit, this felt quite real until I did. If anyone can figure this out, she can. Greek mythology has been her thing since 7th grade. I'm glad she was there to back me up during the song with Pan. Put our heads together, we can handle anything. Okay, I'll turn up the mic. Thank you. That's very useful to know. Let's see. Audio. Okay, we'll go with that. Sorry, clearing my throat is a terrible stream habit. I don't know how Halloween does it. It appears Calliope was staying in an apartment, one that belongs to Persephone, of all people. That's actually not too far from mine. Could that be where Calliope was attacked? Am I crazy for agreeing to go check it out by myself? Hermie, no, nothing new. I'm back the morning after going to the ringer, having just discovered I'm some kind of ancient muse, and guess who shows up at my apartment uninvited, poking around the kitchen like he's considering an investment. This idol's name is Pan, and I don't know what his deal is. He's a bit too smooth. Seems to know a bit too much that he isn't saying, and just happened to know where to point me. Which he offered for a price, of course. This one's shady, folks. I can just guess what kind of favor he's going to want. I have no idea. I am still not a happy camper. I should check out the address. Let's check it out. Sorry. Gotta not clear my throat into the mic.
Oh, it's open. That's not a good sign.
It's not a good sign. Ooh. Swanky place. Ooh, lots of art. And music,
This
of
is
course.
Calliope's apartment? I don't know what I was expecting, but... not this. Hello? Oh, sure, Grace, good job. Just announce to the killer that you're here. I better have a look around.
Let's look at the Elvis picture.
I want to believe this is just an ironic photo of Elvis and she wasn't like his muse or...
Drums. I like the drums.
Right. These aren't... Do I inherit these as the new muse? Is that even okay to ask?
Grace likes the drums, if I recall. Elegant painting. Warhol painting. Let's look at the Warhol painting.
Andy Warhol, yeah, that makes sense. I wonder how many celebrities she knew.
I mean, maybe a lot.
Did she paint that? Looks like it belongs in a museum.
I like it. Let's look at the cool light.
After Calliope left the audition, where did she go? Did she follow me? Did she come here?
Could be blood, probably. Guitar.
Damn, look at that. That's beautiful. How do you even get one of these?
At the guitar store. I'm pretty sure. Let's look at the harp.
Giant harp. Of course there's a giant harp.
Don't freak out, Grace. Piano. I wonder why it's called instrument.
So many instruments in here. Did she play all of them?
She probably did play all of them. Alright, let's go upstairs.
I don't see anything useful down here. Maybe there's something upstairs? Oh man. Keep it together, Grace. It's just your average, everyday.
There were only 3 muses, you know, not 9.
Ooh, there are 3.
Whenever they found someone who made something truly masterful or created a new art form, they'd pass on their idol on. Take a new name. See, that's how the mortals became confused. They got it wrong. Like they got almost everything about us wrong.
What are you doing here, Apollo?
What are you doing? Sitting here in the dark?
What does it look like I'm doing?
Preparing your villainous monologue?
I'm grieving. For a dear friend. If I may ask, how did you find this place? And what are you doing here?
What do you think we're doing here? I need your help.
I'm looking for help. To save my life, remember?
Yes, I should apologize for that. Our ways must seem strange to you.
You don't need to apologize. You're the only one who really helped me.
It wasn't right, what they were doing.
It still isn't. I still need help.
I can't help you, Grace. I wish I could. You deserve better.
Apollo, you're kind of a sad guy. Tell me about Calliope.
Can you tell me about Calliope? I barely knew her, but she seemed...
She was a beautiful soul, if troubled.
troubled.
She thought the idols had lost their way. She argued with us, with all of us, that we needed to change. We hadn't spoken in years. I hadn't seen her home before today.
How does everyone know where everyone
I'd rather
else
not talk about
lives?
Why can't you help me exactly? Pan said there's no specific rule against it.
You've already met Pan? How odd. It's not that I'm forbidden to help you, Grace. It's that you don't want my help.
Of course I do! You have to know more than me about almost everything!
My help will only make things worse.
How is that possible? I've been sentenced to death.
And without my help, you stand a chance of avoiding that fate.
This room is a mess. Did you do this?
With this? It was like this when I got here.
And you didn't think that was in the least bit strange?
I didn't think much of it. I came here to be reminded of Calliope, not to search through her things. That and it's cleaner than my place.
Apollo, you have really washed up. There could be a clue here.
So you didn't mess up the room, but someone must have. There could be a clue.
Nothing that I've seen. All this mess, as you put it, is likely the result of her projects.
Her projects?
Projects.
When Calliope got an idea in her head, she would obsess over it, sometimes for months, even years. I don't know what she was involved with lately, but this... for her, this is nothing.
I had to briefly pause there. My microphone muted when I cleared my throat. I muted it, and then it wouldn't unmute. Right, where were we? There we go. Oh. Alright, so you won't help me.
So let me get this straight. You'll speak up for me, but you won't lift a finger to help.
You don't want me to do more.
You keep saying that, but it doesn't make any sense. If you didn't want to help, that'd be one thing. But insisting I don't want you to? Why not?
Ooh, sing a song about it.
can see this is hard for you, I really can. But I don't understand.
You don't know what you're asking.
Oh no.
Do I have to beg? For whatever reason you helped me before. My life is still on the line.
The eyes are glowing. It's song time. Hit it.
I haven't sung in centuries.
According to Pan, I can't force anyone to do anything.
Hasn't sung in centuries.
Phantom pains from a missing friend, feeding thoughts, thoughts that never end. What did I do? What didn't I do? Here she is, only in your head. Long gone fights, but they're never dead. What did I do? What didn't I do?
Calliope, what was she to you?
Years, thousands of years, we walked side by side. She tried, said there's other paths. Don't walk the same, never the same. I have roads I like, smooth, paved in stone. She got tired of our divide. We weren't the same, never the same.
Calliope, she's the way to be. Facing out, finding ways to see beyond what's dead, reaching ahead.
Yeah, that was her. A meteor, a blazing star, and she was no more. What did I do? What didn't I do?
Years, thousands of years, and now you're left behind. Your mind still hears her say, break from the same, never the same.
Giving me goosebumps.
Listen to her, break from the same, never the same.
But I've tried.
Never with me. We haven't tried.
Then let's see.
Lighthouse.
Tell
Fallen.
me if it's too hard. If I pushed you too far, just say.
It's okay. She's gone. Can't be the same. Never the same. That hidden voice, it'll always play. On a loop, it'll always say, what did I do? What didn't I do?
It's a song you can't erase, but you can make a tiny space for what you will do. Something new.
Very well, I'll help. Though I'm uncertain what you expect me to do.
A Athena called you the god of prophecy, didn't she? Isn't that telling the future?
Prophecy is the last thing you need, Grace.
It'd be helpful if you could explain why, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
This is all new to me, remember?
Yes, of course, that's true. It's so easy to forget that. To receive a prophecy is not simply to be told what might happen, it's to be told what will happen. To know a prophecy is to be bound to its outcome. Only in ignorance is one free to choose.
Makes sense, makes sense.
You're right, that sounds like it wouldn't be much of a help. Even to you.
Oh, I've dared prophesy too many times. To know what comes and then be unable to do anything about it.
Yeah, I get it.
Worse, prophecies are never crystal clear. Sometimes you won't understand the full meaning until it's too late.
Oh, is that a power?
Okay, is there anything you can do that isn't prophecy related?
Not directly, but yes, possibly. Come with me. There's someone I'd like you to meet.
Awesome. He is a surfer. Oh my god. And he has a terrible house, just like you said. Oh man.
This is where you live?
Seriously.
Oh, yes, sometimes. And excuse the mess. I don't get many visitors.
Titles for it's fine. It's fine.
Don't worry about it. I have 3 brothers. I've seen a mess or two.
Well, you're being kind. I admit I hadn't realized how bad it
Well, I'm
was.
glad I could open your eyes to the power
You
of song.
said I'm here to meet someone?
Ah, yes. Do you know what an oracle is?
How is that different from prophecy?
Someone who tells the future?
Not quite. They serve as a channel of sorts for my powers. This allows them to offer insight, knowledge they have no earthly means to possess. There's always been one. Over the ages, no matter where I go, one manages to find me.
Meaning there's an oracle here.
That's her.
There is.
What?
I have brought someone to see you.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not a magic fortune cookie. Is that what Paul told you? Oracle's my handle.
Paul.
And even if I was the
Apollo.
oracle,
I get
I'm
it.
certainly not his oracle.
Lovely to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Oracle.
Well, she's got better manners than the last lady you brought here. But at least that one had a casserole. Do you have a casserole?
I do
No.
not.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Look, I'm sure he told you all sorts of nonsense. I use computers. I'm a hacker. That's it.
Why do you live here?
I ask very little of you, Oracle. Your help here would be appreciated.
Fine. Don't get your abs in a twist.
So much abs.
Okay, so Paul brought you all this way just to see little old me. What's on your mind, sis?
We're solving a murder. Okay, let's go with you.
You
calling
keep
him
saying
Paul.
Paul. Do you mean Apollo?
Yeah, I know. Apollo, if that is his real name, says he's a god of prophecy, blah, 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 blah.
But you don't believe him.
Believe him? Who'd believe that? It's super weird, but he's a decent guy, so he can be Apollo if he wants, but I just can't call him that.
So you're good with computers.
So you're an oracle who uses the internet, huh?
Like I said, it's my handle, and yeah,
Screen name is Oracle.
it's a sweet setup, huh?
Makes sense.
Some of it's even legit.
The parts I purchased for her, presumably.
Bargain for, fair and square. And I keep telling you to get me an Ethernet cable.
Yeah, you can't hack on
I
Wi-Fi.
don't know what that is.
Of course you don't. You're a Greek
It's
guy.
the 21st century, Paul. And your 21st century Oracle needs her some download speed, okay?
Yep, I get it. You live here.
Do you live here?
I crash here, yeah. Better here than home.
Oh,
She showed up one day, as the oracles do. Naturally, she is welcome to stay as long as she likes.
See the way he talks? I thought maybe he was a creep at first, but nah. Paul's aight.
The highest of
highest
praise.
of praise.
He'd be more alright if he did some laundry.
She's not wrong. How do you know Apollo?
Tell me, is Apollo always so...
Incredibly emo? Like a
Incredibly
sack
emo.
stuffed with sad?
Yeah.
I am standing right here.
Don't get me wrong. It grows on you after a while.
Okay. I will,
Christ.
just a little bit.
Surely this is not what you came for.
I love hearing your backstory, Apollo. This is fun. I don't want to be leading you on with hearts, but it is fun. I'm having too much fun. Okay.
I don't know. It's cute watching you get all flustered.
Well, it's hardly productive.
Oracle thinks
Is
that's
it?
funny.
See, there you go again.
Ugh. Get a room. A different room.
I need information.
I'm looking for information about someone named Calliope. Can you help?
Oh, the lady from that apartment I sent Paul to. Yeah, I've been checking that out.
What did I tell you?
I looked it up. You could do the same if you learned to use a computer.
Yeah, it's called Google,
Here.
Paul.
Hold up, I'll show you.
I mean, Apollo. Oh,
There.
I look so sad.
The apartment was originally purchased 2 years ago by a holding company, Core with a K Enterprises.
Oh. Oh, I see. That would be Persephone.
I knew it. Is that the one from the chorus?
Persephone is in the one from the chorus. The one who wanted me dead, Persephone.
I wasn't aware Persephone and Calliope were friendly. Certainly not friendly enough for Persephone to give Calliope an apartment. The good news is that Persephone is easy to find. I can take you to her if you like.
Will there be trouble? You're helping me now? How'd I go alone? Will there be
I'm
trouble?
thinking she won't be happy to see me.
Persephone is rarely happy to see anyone.
Ooh.
Great! We're all done now.
Thank you for your help, Oracle. Please, do try to get out from behind your screens at least once today. Perhaps go for a walk.
Yeah, sure, will do. Leave a tip on your way out.
I like you, Oracle. Also, that's spooky. Time to confront Persephone at her nightclub. The underworld. Cute. Alright, let's read the journal. Nothing new for Freddy. Calliope. Calliope was one of the three idols called the Muses, the last one still living, according to Apollo. Once they were his constant companions, but in the last few years they grew apart. Calliope was angry at how the idols had all lost their way, and apparently argued with everyone a lot. Which doesn't sound like the Calliope I met at all. If it's true, it means she wasn't the most popular idol. And there may be more to suspects than I imagined. I visited her apartment. It was gorgeous, filled with every musical instrument you can imagine, and memorabilia dating back, oh, I don't know, 100 years or more. She had everything she could ever possibly want or need at her fingertips. Is that what it means to be a muse? Nothing new on Hermes, nothing new on Aphrodite. Apollo. Went to Calliope's apartment, and who should I find there? Apollo, sitting there in the dark, and the room had obviously been turned inside out by somebody searching for something. He says he didn't do it. He was there mourning Calliope. They were close for a long time, it seems, but a rift began between them a couple of years ago that never quite healed. Was it the kind of rift that might lead her to her murder? For one, he keeps saying that helping you will do more harm than good. What does that even mean? According to him, his prophecies lock you into your fate as soon as you hear them. It could be good or bad, I guess. Apparently, there's not always 100% clear, so maybe he's right. Maybe it's better not to know. He did have another way to help me. There's a teenage computer whiz who lives in his dump of a home, the Oracle, or just Oracle, as she insists that's just her handle. She found out Calliope's apartment was owned by Persephone, so we're off to the nightclub to ask her why. Nothing new on Athena. According to the Oracle, Persephone owns the apartment Calliope was living in, so they knew each other. They were close. I guess she's next on my list of idols to talk to, so I have a feeling she's not going to be very happy to see me. Alright, interesting. Do I want to do one more song? Or should I call it? I'll do one more song, and then we'll wrap it up. What time is it? Yeah, I got time for one more song. This has been a great first day of a murder investigation. Like, we've talked to a lot of people, getting the feel for our powers.
Welcome to the underworld.
Wow. How have I never heard of this place?
Persephone keeps it a secret, while still managing to draw a crowd every night. Don't ask me how.
Ooh, he is not so
Here in the
like
underworld,
everyone else.
idols
Oh,
can
there's
be
Hermes.
themselves, even if they don't look human.
There's Pan.
Do you come here often?
Oh, no. Persephone and I aren't friends.
I can
Is
tell.
she friends with anyone?
Not many.
burn.
No. Except Calliope, apparently.
Okay.
If
come
we're to
on,
find
Apollo.
Persephone in all this, we'll need to split up. Have you considered what you'll say to her?
I'll be persuasive.
I'll figure something out. I can be persuasive when I want to be.
I'm glad I
I'm
picked the
aware.
nice, charming option.
I'm just not sure even you could sweet talk Persephone.
Is that a challenge?
It's the truth. If Persephone really was friends with Calliope, talking to you might be the last thing she wants. You need to be prepared to use your powers, as you did with me. Come find me in the crown if you need anything. Otherwise, be careful, Grace.
I'll be careful. Let's talk to Hermes. Hermes seems to know what's up.
Whoa, you're here. I mean, you gotta be somewhere, but you're here.
Hello, Hermes.
Sorry about running off on you back at the thing. Didn't really have a choice, but sorry anyway.
It's okay, I'm not dead.
You're not much like the other idols, are you?
No? I haven't been an idol very long. Maybe like a year? I've lost track. So, I'm not the one to ask about the idol stuff. It's all cool, but mostly I do whatever Athena asks. Athena says one day I'll sit on the chorus. That'll be sick. Can you imagine me in charge?
Hermes, you're awesome. Also, yeah, why not?
Why not? Maybe you can shake some dust off the other idols.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of dust.
You're right about that.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't think Athena would let me clean anything anyway. She won't even let me touch her spear.
Oh, spear jealousy. How did you know Calliope died?
When Calliope died, you were right there, within moments. How did you know?
I told you. I got word, so I came.
But how did you get word?
Look, when an idol dies, I have to be there. So I just know. It's a Hermes thing.
A Hermes thing. Did you
To take the body, clean up the blood, that sort of thing?
Oh, that too, yeah. But that's on Athena's orders.
To keep the idols secret?
Sure. Can you imagine the questions? I don't know how we hide so well as it is.
That's kind of weird, right? How'd you
You've
become
only
an
been an idol for a year? How did that happen?
Probably same way it did with you.
Oh, the old Hermes died in your arms and then they accused you of his murder?
No. Well, yes. I mean, no, not like that. But yeah. I was there when he died. We were friends, and I was having trouble at home, and he helped me out. I miss him.
did he die? Why call yourself Hermes?
Can I ask how he died?
He didn't want to be here anymore.
Oh,
You mean,
I'd rather not talk about it. I'm him now. It's all good.
I'm sorry. What do you know about the murderer?
this is probably a stupid question, but do you know who might have killed Calliope?
Ugh, why would I know anything about that?
When you came to the apartment, it seemed like you knew her.
Oh no, I only met her once. She didn't live with the rest of the idols or hang out with us very much. She seemed nice though. Angry, maybe. But I don't know who'd want to hurt her.
I don't believe you.
How was she angry?
Pissed off. But more because she cared about everyone too much not to be. I don't know, that's what I thought anyhow. I'm probably wrong.
No, I think you're right.
Do you know if Persephone is here? I need to talk to her.
Oh, you're serious. Why would you want to talk to Persephone? Nobody ever wants that. One time, I laughed too loud near her, and she threatened to ban me from the club. I don't want to be banned. I like it here.
It's nice. She
Is
that bad?
Persephone really that bad? Why do the idols put up with her?
We're like family, and Persephone is that really mean aunt that nobody wants to invite.
Don't say that so loud.
Don't tell her I said that. She keeps a list.
She keeps
It's
a
a thing.
list. I believe
Okay,
it.
okay, forgot I asked.
Whew! Man, just the thought of talking to Persephone gives me goosebumps. Blech.
See you later, Hermes.
We'll see you around?
If you die, then for sure. But, don't die.
Should we talk to Pan or Eros? Let's talk to Eros. I haven't talked to Eros yet. I don't know who this is, but let's talk to them. Love the haircut.
Oh, hey. You're the new muse, aren't you?
I guess I
Isn't
am,
Eros
yeah.
supposed to be one of the
I forgot you
muses?
mentioned it. Didn't figure I'd see you here, though. Oh, excuse the manners. Name's Eros, god of sex.
Oh. Nice to meet you. This is awkward.
Hey, did you say that you're the god of sex?
Desire, really. Sensuality. Attraction. Why?
Nope. Seems
Were you
super
expecting a chubby
enthused
little flying
about
baby
it.
with a bow and arrow?
I wasn't.
I actually preferred Cupid, but Pan had to be the trickster. Spread all those stupid stories.
I'm sorry.
Why? It's not your fault. Just another grudge I get to
Man,
carry
all the
around
old
forever.
idols are kind of sad. What are you doing here?
The god of sex at a club. Looking for someone?
Once I might have, sure. Now I'm just here to see it happen.
See what happened?
Look out there. See all these people. The hope, the anticipation, the connections, they bounce off each other. To me, it's like lightning.
Well, it's interesting and it's a little creepy, but I'm gonna...
And you enjoy that?
I used to make it happen, you know. Mortals once begged me to make it happen, to inspire true love. But now I only inspire sex. Not the same thing.
Not the same thing at
It's
all.
just as well. People should find true love the hard way. They'll value it more.
He's very wise.
You know Aphrodite, right? I only met her the once.
Sure, she's my mother.
Oh.
You know how it is.
How would I know? No here, remember?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. I wasn't thinking. But you hear a lot of idols talk about each other like that.
Oh.
You know, mother, brother, sister, grandfather. None of us are actually related. We just played a family for so many centuries. It may as well be true.
May as well be true.
So Aphrodite is your mother, but not really.
That's right.
Ooh, more lights.
A long time ago, she took care of me when I needed taken care of. The mortals, they just assumed.
What's mortals for you?
These days, well, it's not like that anymore. We're not as invulnerable as we used to be. Least of all, Aphrodite.
Least of all, Aphrodite.
You seem a little distracted. Is everything okay?
Of course it is. Sure. That obvious, huh? Truth is, I don't come here that often. No, it's hard to get away. I just... No, never mind.
Interesting. You can't talk to me, though.
I'm
What
willing
do
to
you-
listen if you need to talk.
I appreciate that. Maybe some other time.
Maybe some other time.
Here's the thing. I'm looking for Persephone, but I can't find her anywhere.
Well, I know where she is, but I question whether she'd be happy to see
She
you.
would not.
I like you, but Mother told me what happened at the chorus. I don't want to cause trouble with Persephone.
Would it be a problem?
She's that scary, huh?
It's not that I'm scared of her. Well, maybe a little.
Maybe a little.
You haven't been around long, but once you have, you'll learn that idle grudges are forever.
You guys need to sing.
I
out
don't know
your
Persephone
problems.
well, but considering what I do know, I don't blame you.
I know it's lousy, and I'm sorry. I hope I can make it up to you someday.
Yeah.
I'll see you around.
Count on it.
We're gonna talk to Pan. Grant's gonna talk to Pan too. Club.
As I live and breathe, if it isn't our dear Muse.
I love this voice actor.
Hi, Pan.
Tell me, have you decided to leave your troubles behind and join us in the land of shadows and revelry?
Thanks for the address.
I should thank you for the address. It's what led me here.
No need to thank me. You'll owe me. Remember.
I can thank you
How
too.
you managed to stir the sun god from his oh so tiresome gloom, I cannot imagine. Nicely done.
You knew I'd find him. He's been helpful. I like him. You knew I'd find him.
Did you know Apollo would be at that apartment?
However would I know something like that?
See, you play innocent, but I just don't believe you.
Flatterer.
What are you doing here?
I'm guessing it's a total coincidence that I'm running into you here.
It must be. The alternative would be that I knew a great many things ahead of time.
Well, did you?
Yes.
Do I look like an oracle? I am here to listen to thrilling music and meet delicious people. My tastes are simple.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of simple tastes, my glass is empty again. The service here is appalling.
I assume you're a regular at this club?
A regular.
And why would you assume that, dear Grace?
The horns, you. Do you know Persephone well?
There is no knowing Persephone well. She won't have it.
Ooh.
Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Long ago, we were all very different. Over the span of ages, however, even mountains erode.
How can
The
I
things
tr-
you say, the things you don't say. You don't make yourself seem trustworthy. You know that?
Trust is for the weak and the penniless.
Wow, Pan.
Still
Jaded
not helping.
much?
Why, Grace, are you assuming that I, Pan, am some sort of scoundrel?
No, I'm not gonna tart you. Maybe a murderer. Do I think you're the No, I don't think you're the murderer.
It's more that I'm stating it outright.
Yep.
Rejected twice in a row. How will I ever recover from such insult, I ask you?
Uh-huh.
I don't know what to tell you, Grace. Even an idol needs to get by.
You must know why I'm here, right?
Let me guess. You seek our sweet-natured proprietress.
Can you help me find her?
Oh.
Earlier I wasn't good enough, but now, I see how it is. By all means, I'd love to tell Persephone that the source of her rage has intruded on her domain.
What if I asked nicely?
What if I asked you really nicely and batted my eyelashes, like so?
Oh no, not my one true weakness.
I could also flatter you, tell you how shiny your horns are.
All right, all right. Never let it be said that flattery gets one nowhere. Let me know when you're ready and I'll take you to Persephone.
I really appreciate it.
Do keep that in mind after you've spoken to her.
Alright. I guess I'll talk to Apollo before I go talk to Persephone.
I thought this would be easier, but it's as if Persephone left instructions to thwart me.
To
Every
thwart
staff member
you.
I approach screams and runs off.
Screams?
I hope your search has been more successful.
Tell me about
It
Persephone.
might help if I knew more about Persephone.
It couldn't hurt. What would you like to know, exactly?
Former. What's her story?
What's Persephone's story? Her name rings a bell, but I don't...
No doubt you've heard the tale of how Hades, lord of the underworld, kidnapped a young sweet goddess and made her his wife.
That sweet young goddess was Persephone.
Her mother, Demeter, was so
Demeter.
enraged she blanketed the world in
Cleric.
ice, rendering it barren and infertile. Zeus was forced to act. He decreed that Persephone would be shared between Demeter and Hades, and thus the matter was
That's
resolved.
terrible.
Well, you asked. That's her story, as the mortals tell it.
How much of that is true?
So tell me, how much of Persephone's legend is true?
Well, let's see. Hades did kidnap Persephone. That certainly did happen. The idols almost went to war over it until Zeus intervened and ordered Hades and Persephone to wed. That quieted things. At least until Persephone killed Hades.
Whoa. She killed him?
Whoa.
Yeah,
As I
that's
understand it,
exactly
Hades
what I said.
Not kind.
Ah.
I'd like to say we handled it well. That Zeus and the idols were mindful of what Persephone had been through, but that would be a lie. Persephone was punished for the murder, the underworld taken from her, and we all stood by and let it happen.
So she was
She has
Usurper
never forgiven
1.0.
And honestly, I can't blame her.
I don't blame her either.
If I were her, I'd be mad at you all too.
Then you understand why things are difficult between us.
Persephone murdered
Wait.
an idol.
Persephone killed another idol.
Oh, long time ago, yeah.
What about all of Athena's rules? Wouldn't Persephone have been... I don't know.
Executed? The murder of Hades is probably why we now have that rule.
Oh.
Back then, we heard Persephone had usurped Hades' throne, but we couldn't believe it. It just wasn't done. Now, of course, I look back and think we should have seen it coming. Oh, the benefit of hindsight.
The benefit
Why
of
didn't you see it
hindsight.
coming? You're the god of prophecy.
When I look, I learned long ago not to.
Let us know. What did Persephone do next?
So what happened to Persephone after...
The murder? She survived, like the rest of us. She got older, and when we came to the New World, I think she would have left us if it was allowed.
If it was allowed.
It isn't. So instead, she did as she pleased. She started a cult, became a crime boss.
A crime boss?
Oh,
Awesome.
what?
It was after her last transition, but honestly, I have no insight into anything Persephone does these days.
This isn't your kind of place.
You don't come here often, I'm guessing?
Never. I'm sure Persephone only sent the membership as a formality. I doubt she
It's
thought
a
I'd ever
chicken.
use it.
Don't you ever have fun? No drinking or dancing in Apollo Land?
Apollo Land.
Once. When I had the muses to keep me company.
Once. Try living a little. I'm not gonna flirt with Apollo.
You know, fun doesn't just happen, Apollo. It's okay to not beat yourself up 100% of the time.
I know.
I know you know, but you're in a club. Live a little.
This style of music is unfamiliar to me, but thank you, Grace. I'll try my best.
Oh, the animals.
I thought she was just mad at me, but everyone seems afraid of Persephone.
Noticed that, did you? Persephone's angry with everyone, and has been for a very long time. I've told you why. But it's more than that. She does not let go of a grudge.
She does.
A
That's a rhino.
1,000 years could pass, and Persephone will remember what you did like it was
That's a giraffe.
yesterday.
I found help.
I found someone who will bring me to Persephone.
Finally! I'll be right behind you.
You're coming with
Oh, yeah.
me? But I thought...
She seems even angrier with you than she is with me. I might be able to mediate.
We'll see, I guess.
Goldfish. Alright, let's go, Persephone. There she is. Oh, she's angry already. She is not less angry.
If you're angry
Apollo
with
here.
anyone, Persephone, be angry with me. It was I who...
I will deal with you later. I was willing to leave you be, Grace, to wait until your guilt was certain. And yet here you are, in my domain, uninvited.
I was literally
Why?
invited.
Are you here to beg for mercy? Are you here to challenge me? Should I be afraid?
No. I have questions.
This isn't a challenge, Persephone. I have questions.
Questions for me? Good. Because I have questions for you. Do you really expect us to believe that Calliope chose you? What's the real story? Did you stumble across her as she lay dying and desperate? Are you an accident? Did you learn what she was? Did you torture her, hold her at the point of death until she agreed to hand over her Eidolon?
Is that a thing?
Persephone, this isn't...
You have every reason to try to prove your innocence, Grace. But I have no reason to help you.
She lived at your
You
apartment.
knew Calliope.
We all knew Calliope.
She was staying at your apartment.
You knew her. Better than I or anyone else suspected.
Are you implying that I had something to do with her death?
Prove you didn't. That's how idols work, isn't it?
Oh. Song powers.
You hear that? You're in my house, little muse. You want answers? Fight for them.
Rap battle.
A lost little girl. You shouldn't have come here. And I sure ain't in the mood to make new friends. Go home, little girl. The shadows drawing near. And you all alone, we both know how this ends. Let's see how far she bends. We all know how this ends.
Hope everyone's having a great night. I guess I'm this evening's sacrifice. But I'll see what I can do. You deserve a good show. Big hand for your usual MC. She's planned a brutal takedown just for me. Hopefully I last a couple rounds. You deserve a good show. I won't let you down.
My, we caught a butterfly, such a delicate thing. What a find, I hope she doesn't mind when we pull off her wings. Maybe you don't know who I am. Maybe you don't know who I am.
Why would I come here to start a brawl? I'm just running out of time is all. If it's true that I'm just lost and small, why are you keeping your guard up?
Oh man, you stole that from Pan. What a real renegade. No you, no point of view. Kid, people have paid. Me, I've seen a whole lot of bands. I know what a song's secondhand. Maybe you don't know who I am.
Then I guess you've heard it all before. Gave it my best and then you slammed the door. Raises the question, who else you'd ignore? Stay in the dark and fight your endless war.
She just won't die.
Certain you can't be surprised anymore.
Come on, kid, scram.
You know, there's someone else that I speak for.
Still don't know who I.
Ooh.
Do you hear that?
Calliope.
She had something to say. Would you turn her away?
Please don't do this.
What has that music woken up in you? Remember the other thing that she could do? Here we go. On the left now. Had you forgotten how to listen to all of the songs out there you never knew? Every night they come in here.
Dance and stamp your feet
Spend money on your beer.
as your skin rots off in sheets. You'll be back at my door, deep below the floor.
They just come here to forget how it ends.
You sing like this for hours.
That's what I can do.
You're all being bullied by her powers.
That's not what I'm into.
You think that all these people are your
I was
fans.
thinking that.
You're playing them and they don't understand.
Stop.
Hear that? Silence. When he dragged me down there, that's all I heard. Not a single protest, not a word.
I mean, no disrespect.
And instead of despair,
For your help,
killed him right there.
I'm stepping down. This is your crown. If you're here, make a sound. Not a
Lost little girl.
She's your queen. Well, you won.
So it appears. If what you told the chorus is true, why do you think Calliope came to you that night?
She didn't think I could help.
I honestly don't know. I'm not even sure how she knew where I lived. She must have followed me.
I see. All right, Grace. Come with me.
I'll call that a win.
Calliope came to me years ago. She'd grown tired of arguing with the idols, tired of being branded a troublemaker. She couldn't watch the idols wither away without a fight. I knew how she felt, so I gave her the apartment.
How well did you know her?
So you must know better than anyone what she's been up to.
Not exactly. Calliope and I haven't spoken for at least 2 years. After I heard the news, I went to the apartment and turned it upside
You were the one
down.
who
I
tossed
had
the
to know the
apartment.
truth.
That was you?
I didn't find anything. Nothing to say what she had been involved with, or gotten into, or who she might have been fighting with.
Am I suspicious of her? Maybe not. I don't.
So what now? Do you still think I'm guilty?
You're clever. You let me win our showdown, and that's a solid move. Calliope may well have chosen you.
If it wasn't Grace, that means someone else was behind Calliope's death. Someone who could keep their involvement hidden.
One of us.
Must be an idol.
Does it have to be an idol? You thought I killed Calliope. Couldn't it have been some other mortal?
It was
Despite how
definitely
he
an
might
idol.
look, it's not a simple matter to kill an idol.
It was difficult enough to believe you had done it. If another mortal killed her, they somehow escaped detection. We found nothing, no evidence of a battle.
You looked?
Of course we looked. What do you think was happening while you waited? If Calliope was attacked elsewhere, even magic revealed no trace of it.
Interesting. Yeah, of course she said enemies. Also, did you say magic?
Did Calliope have any enemies? The way you talk about her, she must have.
We know she did. You both know
What?
she did.
What am I missing?
Calliope had a way of making people angry. She could be argumentative.
You both have someone
Yes,
in
but
mind.
enough to make enemies who wanted her dead?
Not that you or I know of, apparently, but that doesn't mean they didn't exist.
What about
Wait. Did you say magic?
You can battle me through a song in a world of your own creation, and yet magic is beyond belief?
Well, sure. I just thought.
We have our powers just as you have yours.
I can grow a field of corn like nobody's business.
Some would
You
say
get
our powers are
corn.
also magic, but true magic is a different and older power.
Ooh.
Hecate's
Hecate's.
domain.
And it was of no use here.
We shouldn't rule it out.
In just a
We
minute.
haven't tried everything yet.
What about Pan? He showed up at my place out of nowhere, right after I left the chorus.
He did what?
I have to wonder what his angle is.
He has one, that's for certain. Though I've never thought of him as a killer. It would be too messy.
Still, we should consider the idea. For him to show up so quickly is...
Everyone was really surprised by that.
Odd.
Hermes was too, I think. Could Athena be the killer? Should we tell Athena? Not all in on telling Athena things.
What about Athena? She seemed awfully insistent on declaring me guilty, don't you think?
Athena? No, Athena follows the rules.
Well...
Athena has one goal, and one goal only. To protect the idols. And that included
What if
Calliope.
she was protecting them
She'll eventually
from
drive us all
Calliope?
mad with her vigilance, but break her own rules? I don't see it.
Couldn't we go to Athena with this? If you've changed your minds and you're both part of the chorus.
Athena would be sympathetic, but... the die has been cast.
She won't go back on the edict, not without clear evidence.
Oh, now you want evidence.
She acted on the information she had. If we want to sway her, we need something better.
They're not suspects.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know the idols. Don't you have any ideas?
I told you I wouldn't be of much help, Grace.
Did you now? That's unsurprising. When are you ever of help to anyone but yourself?
Says the woman who forced Grace to challenge her rather than answer a simple question.
Calliope died, Apollo. Calliope, who came with us all the way from the old world.
You think I don't know that? Are you forgetting what the Muses meant to me?
I agree.
Please, both of you! None of this will help Calliope. I know you both miss her. I know you cared about her, but she's not completely gone. A piece of her is in me. She came to me for help, and I don't want to die any more than she did.
Another song?
Calliope, I'm listening now. Tell us what end you were doomed to.
Calliope, blinded by fire,
She
one
said something
match
like that,
did
too.
you strike that consumed you.
How could you blame her? What could she have done to earn such a fate? You are blinded.
God of the sun hides from his own eyes. What would you know about fate?
You say that you knew her, she was family to us, yet you don't hesitate to accuse her. Oh, queen without a throne, go bitter with fury. Not everyone seeks to betray you.
Stop this. Please remember what we are here to do.
We must avenge a muse.
Apollo, your help is not needed here. Go ahead and abandon another muse.
How could you throw that gauntlet at me? Could your heart shrivel any further?
You abandoned me to
A
a terrible fate.
You replay your injuries
It's
till
far
it's
too
too
late.
late.
You know how far I've been
I
before
am
I
trapped.
snapped.
This is
not
not about you. Enough! This helps no one.
There he is, God of the sun. Apollo, for my sake, take a deep breath. I need your help, not your anger. These old wounds, they confine you. You're more than your pain.
She abandoned us.
Follow him or stay. Now that Apollo isn't sucking all the oxygen out of the room, perhaps we can get somewhere.
Alright, I think we can. That saved it. So I'm just gonna stop it here. That was fun. I love the singing. Stopping the stream, and now stopping the recording, and I'm gonna spend time with my family. I love you.